Hello, everyone. Welcome. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope somehow with this video I can make it even better. So, today I have a very interesting pick a card for you all. I really wanted to see what your guardian is like. And when I mean guardian, I'm trying to reference a being that is really watching over you the most right now. So, for a lot of you, it might be a spirit guide. For some of you, or maybe even a lot of you, it will be your higher self potentially. For some of you, it could be a guardian angel. For some of you, it could be a part of your star family or real family. But yeah, we'll see when we dive into the groups, hopefully. And I have 4 groups for you here. I've even put out each of the first cards so you can see if any of these resonates for you. So group number 1, the Hierophant with this green calcite. Group number 2, the Three of Wands and this rose quartz. Group number 3, very fittingly, the Shivalingam is with the Empress. And group number 4, the World with the Amethyst. So take your time, see which one draws you in the most, and go down to the description or the comments to get to your part of the video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy this. I'll give you some time and then I'll get to group number 1. Hello, group number 1. Group number 1, let's start this video off, this reading, Ancestor Spirit. I feel like this card is telling us so much about who your guardian actually is. So for a lot of you, it's very possible that this is a passed on loved one. So someone you might think of who loved you a lot and you felt very connected to. And if you don't have anyone like that, it's very possible that it's some kind of ancestor who goes down way longer than 100 years. It could be someone that you've never met physically, but is part of your ancestry, part of your family tree, some kind of spirit that knows you and knows why you're here and born in this family and wants to protect you. So that's very, very interesting, group number 1. You also got the Hierophant, the Ten of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, the Star, and the Four of Wands. Interesting, we got 2 wand cards. This is a maybe more passionate kind of being, and very passionate probably about protecting you. Someone who most likely worked very hard and studied a lot. I feel like a very spiritual being. Someone who is very knowledgeable and really has achieved a lot by working hard. Possibly if this is someone who passed on and was part of your life, this person probably was a very hard worker, someone who really did get what they were trying to get, what they were trying to go for, who had a lot of hope as well, though, who was very maybe more spiritual, maybe more into nature, connected to nature in some kind of way, and someone who just has a lot of faith and love for you. And with this Four of Wands, it's again a card that's really making me think of family, and it being a family member, someone who really you feel at home with, and they feel at home with you, of course. And someone who is more fun loving as well. It's not just all about how hard work for them. It's about fun and enjoying as well. But really getting really strong family vibes. So I do believe that most of you, this guardian is some kind of passed on loved one, which is really beautiful. And that really means that they not only love you so much, but resonate with what you're here to do, group number 1, and really want to help you on this journey. I feel like they want to help you get through the hardships of your life and help you have more faith in yourself and maybe help you have some more fun and teach you. I feel like you can learn from them even when they are just a spirit. I feel like you can connect with them again, and they do somehow send you messages. Let's see now how exactly they help and protect you. So you got the Pimpernel and the strawberry. Cute, very cute. The Pimpernel here, it's really about being at a crossroads and having to make a choice. And I really feel like they're not just protecting you and helping you now. If they were someone who was incarnated, and obviously you were a family, I really feel like you've learned through them and their actions during their life here as well. But I get the feeling that a big thing they help you with is making decisions. Maybe you guys have trouble making decisions when you have to make one you're not sure, you don't want to pick the wrong thing, and they're really there to remind you that there's no wrong decision, there's no right and wrong decision, and there's just two paths that you can choose to take. And the strawberry is quite interesting that it's coming out, because I really was saying that they're very, someone clearly you can see here 10 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, someone who really has worked very hard for what they have. And it really feels like they're helping you in a way where you don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again, or like be stuck doing the same thing and thinking that things are gonna change. I feel like that's maybe something they did. They just kept doing the same thing, and they thought that they will grow in this way, whether it be career or love or whatever part of their lives. And maybe they did grow in a way, but for you, I feel like they're helping you in a way of showing you that it's not just that. You need to change things up. I hope that makes sense. Like, you need to change things up. If you are at a crossroads and you keep taking the same turn, let's say you keep turning left and things just don't get better, I feel like that's when your guardian comes in and they're like, no, I think this time you should go right. And sometimes you might feel intuitively or something, or you might see some kind of message that you receive that tells you go right, and then you do that and you see, oh my, things changed, things actually got better. Yeah, so I think in this kind of way they really are helping you. How interesting. Let's see the other cards as well. The Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential and bringing consciousness to life, to light. But yeah, to life as well. I was saying, I feel like they really believe in you and they want you to believe in yourselves. And I feel like they see the potential within you. And, if they really were a loved one who was alive, maybe they saw the potential in you then, but now that they're your guardian, they really see the potential in you and they want you to see it too, and everyone else in the world. So I feel like they're trying to steer you towards decisions where you show that off, and also where you realize how good you really are and how much there really is inside you. And jump in Andromedan energy, adventure, and say yes to change. There's a lot about change here. So they are really a being that is really helping you make changes in your life. This guardian comes in especially most likely when you're going to make some kind of change, or when you're at a crossroads, and they're there to help you with their knowledge and their love for you to choose the better option. Like I said, there's no right and wrong way, but I guess sometimes there's a higher way and a lower way, let's say that. There's always, polarity still. But you can still learn from a bad situation, so that doesn't necessarily make it bad. It's whatever you make yourself think of it, I guess. So that's really very interesting, group number one. This guardian really, really loves you and really wants you to have more fun, I feel like. Look for the signs. Pay attention and expect an answer. Yeah, they're sending you a lot of signs, probably a lot of signs with numbers or images, and they're probably always sending you signs. So when you are at a crossroads, try to remember that they're there, and if you even want their help, ask for it. And maybe they can send you like a sign that you'll understand more. If you feel like you're not getting sent signs that you understand enough, maybe you can ask this being to send you clearer signs, so that you understand them more and you know what exactly they're trying to tell you. Let's see the next card. Celestial angels. There are angels all around you, yet you still feel alone. Let them guide you to a place of peace. That's a really interesting card. It is making me think of if really this is someone who was in your life and they've passed on. Maybe this was someone you were very close to, and you really feel lonely now when they're not here with you. Remember that they're still there. They're still with you. They're always with you. They're always protecting you, always guiding you, always helping you, and they love you so much. This card shows that. So let yourself be guided to a place of peace because you're not alone. Know that. And maybe this guardian isn't the only one that's guarding you or around you, loving you and protecting you. So beautiful. Fairy of the Mystic Forest. You have the power and aptitude to make your dreams come true. All you need now is commitment to make it happen. That's really interesting since we were talking about so much change here. And I really feel like with this card, your guardian is trying to tell you that, you should believe in yourself more. You just have to commit more to something. If you're at a crossroad, you need to commit to one of the roads you need to go. So make sure that you're more committed and actually make things happen in your life, because you can really make a much better life, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And just remember that this guardian is there for you. This being is there and guiding you, loving you. And I'm so glad I could bring through this message for you so you can get to know them a bit more. Anyway, group number one, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know in the comments, leave a like, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, details on that are down below. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing day. Bye! Hello, group number two. Let's see what your guardian is like. So really interesting, group number two. You got two very, very purple cards here. If you like the color purple, then that would make sense. Why? But I feel like there's something here to do with the violet flame as well. So a lot about transmuting anything that's not love into love. So that's really interesting. Maybe your guardian deals with things like that. With transmuting things into love. And maybe that's how your guardian helps you as well. There's a possibility here that your guardian could be an angel. Also have the feeling that, it could be your higher self as well. I feel like for this group it's very much more open. So it will be different for a lot of you. Like, for example, group number one was quite different. I think it was way more obvious what kind of being is their guardian. But anyway, I really feel like this is a very, a being that does not live anywhere near Earth. Very far away, watching you from very far away. That's how it feels like. It feels like this being even needs to travel to get to you. And has a feeling of like very light energy, and light, not like white light, but like light, not heavy. I hope that you got that. Um, yeah, and very interesting that we have air here and two air cards, two earth cards. Quite intriguing. It really feels like there's a groundedness there. Like, ooh, interesting growth. And also something about fairness, very fair. This being is very fair and loves justice. That's probably why, look how he's giving money to the poor. It feels like this being wants to give, wants to transmute, wants to see things here grow and see you grow. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Really wants to see you grow and is very, I feel like this being is knowledgeable, but is still learning more and more. And it feels like part of their mission is to obviously guide you, protect you, and this is part of their learning as well. So know that. And yeah, quite interesting here. Ooh, things going crazy with your group. This is definitely a being that's very determined and really likes to learn about all kinds of things. That's probably why they have come to help you in some way. And obviously, they are not here randomly. You must know each other somehow, or even it could be your higher self, so it would be you coming here from very far away to learn and to help things grow and help people around you. Let's see how this being helps you so we can try to understand more as well. So the aconite and the daisy. I feel like this being really is there for you, especially when things get really tough. Especially when you have to make a decision that's very tough. It's there during times of loss, times of grief. It really helps you during times when you feel alone. So when you feel like you're alone, know that you're not really alone. This being, this guardian, is there with you, for you. And it really wants to help you move forward. That's why probably all of this violet flame business is coming up. And something really about lessons, helping you learn lessons and helping you kind of get through the hard times. It's like it's there to support you during your hardest moments so that you can get through and remember that there's always light after the darkness. And yeah, very, very interesting. The next card is the great serving Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Maybe there's a bit of that softening to love, but maybe this being really comes when there are conflicts, comes to help you get through them. If you're someone who can get really angry and really fired up, that means that this being is probably coming at those times trying to help you basically not get out of the conflict. So if you ever feel some kind of presence in those moments, that could be this being. Or if you're around that kind of energy, it feels like it's there to help transmute that energy into better energy. So if you find yourself really angry and then suddenly you're not, that's because this being has helped you in some kind of way. Listen to your heart. Oh, I was thinking about this actually before. I didn't mention it, but I really feel like a bit of all of this, a bit of the help is a way to trust yourself. Like it says here, do what you feel is right. It feels like this being is really wants to help you trust yourself more. So it really could be the higher self of some of you trying to tell you, listen to your intuition, that's me. Listen to your heart, that's you, awaken to your psychic abilities. Maybe somehow it is putting you in situations and guiding you to things that help you unlock more of your psychic abilities and learn more about the world and realize things. The next card is pure intention. Find clarity and surrender your ego. Ooh, if you're someone who really struggles with ego, all of these cards here are really quite telling to a certain type of personality. This being really wants you to be more clear, to be more open, and to be more light. Like I was saying, this being is very light and it wants you to be lighter too, to release the ego, release more of the human, let go of this human side of you, let go of your conscious mind and brain, and listen to your heart and find clarity within your life and everything. And when you're grieving, when you're feeling like you lost something, remember that this being is there for you. Call it if you need to. I really feel like with this card as well, that it really is probably the higher self of a lot of you that is actually there protecting you. Like, obviously all of our higher selves are protecting us, but some seem to be more involved than others. So I feel like yours is quite involved with your life. It feels like your higher self wants you to experience and learn some particular type of things. So that's why it's very involved in trying to get you to the right places and to not get caught up in the human side and the drama. The sun, it really feels like this is a being, I mean, most likely your higher self, to be honest. With all these cards, it really is feeling like that. Really wants you to have joy, enjoyment, really want you to enjoy life and show you how fun life can be so that you're not so stuck in loss, in grief, and all of these bad and negative feelings. This is also being that can probably can give you like energy, actually give you more energy, let you be more energetic if you're very sluggish sometimes. Interesting. And the last card here is Garden Fairies. The spirits are all around you, so allow yourself to grow in full, knowing you're beloved. Oh. Know that you're loved, group number 2. This beings, it could be a few, or your higher self, they love you. They all love you. There's beings all around you, probably more than one. This is probably not the only one that's looking after you. There's most likely more. So remember that they're there. They love you. They want you to be yourself. They want you to enjoy yourself. So try to do that. Not just for them, but for yourself, so that you can experience happiness. You can learn more and you can, enjoy life. Anyway, I'm really glad I was able to bring through this message and get you to know this guardian of yours a bit more. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and if you're interested in a personal reading, details on that are down below. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing day. Bye! Hello, group number 3. Let's see what we can learn about your guardian. So quite interesting that you had the Empress. So this is definitely a very divine, feminine kind of a being, more motherly. So that makes sense why it's your guardian, a very motherly figure, someone who's very warm and wants to protect you, who loves you so much. This being really feels like quite a high vibrational one. Look what we got here. Sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. And the psychic insight card. Your third eye is open. See the truth for what it is and follow your intuition. These are some of the things your guardian probably wants to teach you, but also they're things this guardian possesses, a very intuitive being. And I feel like it's just, there's a lot of knowledge to be had here, to be learned from this being. This Nine of Swords is interesting. Followed up with the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of sadness for probably the world that we live in right now. I feel like this being is very sad about how things are here right now. A lot of poverty, a lot of just bad in the world, and really wants to help create a better world. And I feel like that's part of why they're helping you. Maybe they're sad about how your life is as well and wants to help you rebuild it, help you make a better life, and help you make a better world so we can all build a better world together. I feel like this being sees the good and the bad and all, especially the good and all of the worst kind of people. Like I said, very sad about what's happening, but understands why it's happening and sees that there's good in everyone and sees how much better everyone can be. That's probably part of the things they want to teach you, to see the light in all and help you practice and get better at the thing that, you're helping the world with, so that you can really make a better world and a better life for your own self. It's funny, I wanted to talk about how this being is helping you now with these cards, but I was already talking about it with the ones that I put out. So the chickweed and the seed, that's quite interesting with the seed coming out here because of this Empress as well. I feel like this is really such a nurturing soul, such a nurturing being, whatever it is. It could even be your own higher self. It can be a spirit guide. Really no big indication here of what exactly type of being this is. But I really feel like it could be a passed on loved one too for some of you. With the seed here, it's really showing us that this being is helping you, really nurturing you and helping you grow in some kind of way, really sending you so much love and with you all the way, one step of the way towards greatness and towards, there's something here about appreciation as well, gratefulness, really helping you be grateful. This being really wants you to be more grateful about what you have. Small blessings, it's like it sends you small blessings and in hopes that you will find gratitude for that. And if you haven't by now, then you should start looking more into your life and all the little things and how good they actually are, how amazing your life is already. Because all situations are, they're good or bad. They're what we tell ourselves they are. A situation can be really bad if we tell ourselves it is, or it can be really good if we tell ourselves it is. So I feel like this being really wants you to tell yourself that, these things are so good and be grateful for them. And yeah, something about right timing as well. It's like, it feels like you're not doing what you're exactly really meant to be doing yet. There's something probably that you're going to start doing a bit later on in life that maybe you're preparing for right now. So maybe you're kind of practicing doing that already, but it really feels like this being is helping you prepare for something bigger than you would even think. So that's quite interesting. Group number 3, Law of Grace. Oh, dissolve all in grace. Was I not talking about this right before? It feels like, yes, this being really is helping you realize that there's good in all. And when you are stuck in a situation that you're not really happy with, this being is trying to help you see the light in it as well. And when you are confronted by someone who is obviously not of the highest vibration, this being wants you to see the light in that person as well, and to send them off in grace, dissolve it in grace, whatever it was. To forgive, you need to heal, like it says here. Or to heal, you need to forgive. I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. So I really feel like this is a big reason this being is with you, protecting you. And now that you know this being is there for you, if you ever have any problems with people or anything, you can always call on this being. Maybe even now you can give it a name just intuitively and start calling it that. um, it might actually work for some of you. I don't know. This is a feeling I got just now. And you can just call on it and ask it to help you when you're in these kinds of situations. Trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, and transition and growth, especially growth. The word growth, I think, is very important here. This being really wants you to grow, 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 grow. You're a seed right now. You need to become a beautiful flower. You need to bloom. Group number 3, and this being is helping you in that, protecting you, nurturing you, allowing you to kind of start coming out, start getting there where you need to be. And there's also a lot about embracing the cycles of life, the ups and downs, also the changes that you have to go through. Also, growth, starting from a very young age to a very old age. This being has been with you for a very long, long time. If this is a passed on loved one, that would make sense because they were there in, I guess, in the 3D world with you. And they saw you grow, and now they're seeing you grow even more. But if it's not, they have definitely been with you for your whole journey up until now. And I feel like they'll be with you probably your whole life. Whispers of Mother Earth. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Ooh, they might be sending you some kind of inspiration. If you are some kind of artist, especially, this being really wants you to grow this. Maybe this is part of the thing some of you might end up creating someday. Some of you might write a book one day. Some of you might make art someday. And this being is really trying to cultivate this within you, I guess. Really wants to push you to grow more in this aspect so that you can actually contribute in the way that you're supposed to in this world. So if you guys are drawn to doing anything creative, then definitely go on and do that more, and maybe even share it with people, because the energy you bring through in your creations is very important, not just for you, but for the whole world. But yeah, another thing here is that you don't have to be any kind of artist or do any kind of artistic thing. You could just be being sent channeled messages through you. Maybe in that way you help people or will help people. This being will literally channel through you messages for others or for yourself, even most likely for yourself, but the one for others is a bit more of an exciting one, I guess. Breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. There's something there with this my will to thy will. I feel like, really, I guess for you, a lot of you, yes, I I really can't see it being your higher self. And there's something here about micromanaging the universe. Don't micromanage the universe because you don't know what the divine plan for you is. Allow the universe to, nurture you. Allow this being to nurture you and guide you towards a better future for yourself, because what you're doing right now maybe is not going so well. Or maybe you're on the right track, but you're controlling a bit too much. Allow yourself to be more in sync and at one, especially with this being that really wants to help you, this nurturing mother figure. There's also something about nature. I was going to say that before with this card here. Very connected to nature. Maybe you guys should connect more with nature as well. Something about roses. Maybe there's quite a few roses here. And Fairy Voyage. As a child of power, you can bring joy and purpose to the world. Ooh, an interesting card to get. Again, if you guys are artists, I feel like this card really shows that there's a beautiful soul, a beautiful spark within you, and you have a lot of power and imagination. And the more you bring through your more inner child, the more you will prosper and the more you can help others as well. And the more you will find your purpose as well if you don't know your purpose. And as you can see, bringing joy is part of your purpose. So whatever it is that you're doing, make sure that you're enjoying it too, because you don't want to make, if you want to make other people enjoy something, they're not going to enjoy it if you're not enjoying it. I hope that makes sense. Whew, anyway, group number 3, I think I'll end it here. I'm really glad I was able to bring through this message. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Leave a like, subscribe, and if you're interested in a personal reading, details about that are down below. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing day. Bye! Hello, group number 4. Let's check out what your guardian is all about. And I was really interested in yours because you got the World card, and it keeps getting more interesting. You also got the Judgment card, which is the card that's right before the World, if you didn't know. And you got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So interesting with the Two of Wands here, right next to the world and it looking at the world. Oh my god, quite a crazy reading. This is definitely a very balanced being. Whoever this is, I feel like you're very connected. You also got this supreme protection and love and acceptance. This being loves you a lot. I feel like you are connected on a really, really deep level. This could be your higher self, or it is a being that's very, 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 very connected to you. And this being has been guiding you, I feel like, your whole life. Just looking at the earth. Look how he's looking at it. It's like he's holding it in the palm of his hand. And look how much bigger he is than the earth itself. This is a very, very high vibrational being that's I feel like very old as well, and having that kind of protector, says a lot about you as well, group number 4. Very interesting, and very, got the divine masculine, the divine feminine, very, very all together. But also I feel like it's a very kind of stern being, very loving and protective, and really, really, really protective. Supreme protection, and this Queen of Swords is really giving me a very protective feeling. Like, if anyone who wants to touch my child, I will cut. That kind of feeling. But also a being that's just so loving and wants you to see the beauty and the divine within you yourself. It's really, really beautiful. And I feel like this being, and maybe yourself as well, have been involved in Earth for a while, maybe. It feels like you have a certain kind of mission here to help, and it feels like this is something that you've been on for a while. And it also feels like you're both here to wake up others as well, the others around you, wake them up. And that's why you're very, very protected. I think you're very special, so you're very protected. So maybe you can see that in your life, that a lot of things that others, have happened to others that are bad haven't actually happened to you. Like things that are kind of random for some other people don't really happen for you. Maybe you can see that in your life, and that's because you're very, very protected. Let's see more about how this being helps you. You got the hops and the asphodel. So with the hops here, this being definitely helps you not only grow like really fast, maybe you can see in your life that sometimes you grow so much and so quickly, you kind of amaze yourself. When you look back, you think, oh my God, I was so different back then. And also, it helps you get through things much quicker and easier than other people. Now, I don't know if you'll notice that, because obviously you have only, have the memories from this life now, so you can't really compare it to someone else's because you're not experiencing the other person's life. But know that this being is really helping you get through tough times much faster and easier than other people. So it feels like you have way less suffering and everything because of this. Also, there's a bit about adventure here, and that reminds me of this Two of Wands as well. A very adventuring kind of feeling. Helps you just get through things and find your way around the world. There's something about that too. The asphodel is very interesting. There's something about nostalgia and maybe sending you messages through thoughts and memories. Sending you messages through memories might be a way that this being communicates with you. And sending you messages, maybe when you are nostalgic and you go to the place that you're nostalgic for, there's something that you'll find from this being, or it's leading you to something there. And your home is very important wherever you're from. I think it's very important. You were definitely born there for a reason. I mean, we all are born where we are born for a reason. But I feel like for you it's extra. So if you don't live there anymore, definitely try to take trips there, especially if you're feeling nostalgic, because there's something for you there. That's definitely a message for some of you. Ooh. Okay, longing for home and homesick for the stars. This is really interesting to come out here. I feel like this being knows exactly what you're longing for, and because you're definitely also a very, very high vibrational being, and you probably don't feel comfortable here very much, and you're looking for something, constantly looking for a home, or constantly looking for a place to feel like you feel good. And that's why you're maybe so nostalgic a lot of times, because you feel like you want to bring back that feeling and that you had in the past. And the real feeling that you want to bring back is something, but most likely before your human life. And this is something that this being is helping you bring back here to Earth, because you're here to bring about a kind of awakening, a rise. So the more that you bring happiness and joy to your life, this kind of real love that you experienced most likely before this human life, or maybe when you were young, it's the more you bring it back in your current days, the more you're lifting your own and the whole world's vibration and frequency. And I really think that's very important for you to do. And that's why this being is helping you so much with this. Oh, and manifest your dreams. Really helping you make this happen. Really helping you get this home that you're looking for. But in more than just, making a physical home. Really making your dreams come true. And your dreams, I feel like part of your dreams is to have a peaceful and loving world and seek satisfaction and contentment. You're seeking for something that maybe doesn't fully exist or isn't very accepted right now. And the more that you do that and seek it, the more you will bring it here now. And the more acceptable it will become. I hope that makes sense. Cosmic Rainbow, accept joy. Oh, this being really wants you to just be joyful, to be happy, to reach this pot of gold, to accept love, like it says here, love and acceptance. Recognize your divine worth. It's really trying to help you realize how worthy you are of love, how worthy you are of everything that you really want, and it wants to bring you to this joy so that you can keep raising your own frequency. The next card here is Angel with a Flower Garland. I am the magic in your heart. Open your mind and listen, and shine out to others around you. Exactly what I've been talking about, honestly. Honestly, isn't this what I've been talking about this whole reading? Open your heart, listen to this being when it's speaking to you, realize when it's sending you messages, and shine out to others. Because you really are here to wake others up. You really are here for a big reason. So accept that, accept yourself, accept your uniqueness, and accept this being and its help for you. The Fairy Queen. When you start believing in yourself, you'll find the power and wisdom within you to bring about desired change. Yes, and I feel like this desired change for you guys is not just for yourself and your own life, it's for the whole world, the whole planet. So start believing in yourself more and recognize your worth, because you really are worthy, and you have such a loving and amazing being that's protecting you and guiding you. And yeah, group number 4, realize that you're loved and you have so much good within you, and you can do so much more. You can create anything you want. You can bring about this change that you're looking for, this goodness, this love. Bring it here onto the earth. Yeah, I'm really glad I was able to get through this message for you, group number 4. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, leave a like, subscribe, and if you're interested in a personal reading, details about that are down below. Anyway, hope you have an amazing day. Bye!